There's a lot of strange things happening around here. And there's a lot of people doing a lot of strange things that they're trying to keep a secret, but it's getting them in trouble. And then they're ending up getting found in a ditch somewhere, stuffed in a wall somewhere, on the side of the road somewhere. Y'all got to be careful out here. Six Flags employee arrested after a woman's body was found in secret Vallejo attic. Up in the attic, inside the walls. So a day-long search for a missing 28-year-old Berkeley woman concluded Tuesday night when the police discovered her remains hidden inside the concealed attic of a storage shed in Vallejo, where the suspect killer was living in squalors, according to the police and according to the woman's relatives. What the hell is she doing in there? The police arrested 41-year-old Douglas Irwin Shaw on suspicion of murder in connection with the death of Renea Lewis. According to the Vallejo Police Department, records show officers arrested him on Tuesday afternoon at the Six Flags on Fairgrounds Drive in Vallejo, where he worked. Shaw confessed to the detectives that he was responsible for this heinous crime, according to the Vallejo police. He confessed to killing her. But investigators and grieving family members, they're still searching for answers about the motive behind the killing. Why did you do it? It was unclear how the suspect knew or encountered Lewis, given that they're of two different backgrounds and they are far apart in age group. She's remembered as a sweet, family-oriented, entrepreneurial type days from turning 29 years old. Ruth Lewis, who was the mother of the victim, she said the police told her family that investigators believe that the suspect killed her daughter shortly after bringing her to his 14th Street residence near Star Avenue on Friday. The mother learned that Shaw then cut Renea Lewis' body into pieces and stuffed her remains behind a wall in the attic. He's a monster. He's a monster. That's what Ruth Lewis said of the suspected killer. He cut my baby up. Why would he do that? A representative from the Solano County Coroner's Office said Wednesday afternoon that she could give no information on that case. Vallejo Police spokesperson Sergeant Rashad Hollis declined to even confirm information surrounding the cause of death. I don't want to go into those details yet, she said. This was a heinous and a heartbreaking crime. The search for Renea Lewis began late last week when she stopped responding to phone calls and text messages from her friends and her family members. Everybody got suspicious because she's not that type, and they put out the APB through the police. Ruth Lewis, her mama, said that she texted her daughter last Friday, but she never heard back from her. So by Saturday, the mother learned that her daughter's best friend had not talked to her in 2 days either, which was pretty unusual. Your best friend ain't talked to you in 2 days? Is this normal? Most girls' besties talk to them every day. They connect in some way every day. If it ain't through a text, it's a direct phone call, a FaceTime, or even meeting up. Growing concerned about her daughter's whereabouts, she said that she called out from work, took the day off, and she drove to this unfamiliar address in Vallejo where a location sharing app showed her daughter's phone was located. So her family members are all hooked up with the 360 app, and it can tell you where your family members are located at. But no one was home at that residence. Obviously shows that her phone was there, though, because it took her mama there, which Ruth Lewis said appeared to be filthy and inhabited by squatters, a dirty-ass house. She reported her daughter missing to the Vallejo police, who filed a missing persons report and then joined into the search. As family members and friends prowled the area for clues, Ruth Lewis said that she and her husband began getting strange text messages and calls from someone with a out-of-state phone number claiming to be their daughter. Ruth Lewis called the number but heard only muffled noises and static. And I kept saying, "Renea? Renea? Is that you?" And they hung up. In subsequent text messages, the person sent the address of a Vallejo motel, saying that Renea Lewis was there and needed help with a broken phone. Ruth Lewis said that the message did not sound like her daughter, but she raced over to the Shore Stay motel on Fairground Drive. Ruth Lewis showed a photo to the front desk clerk, who said he had never seen that woman before. The mother sent another text message to the mystery number saying, "Do you have my daughter?" And the person did not respond. A stranger later that day sent Ruth Lewis a Cash App request saying, "Mom, I need $100 to get my phone fixed." Back to the residence on 14th Street that same day, Ruth Lewis said Vallejo police kicked the door in and swept through the house. This is the house where the 360 app led her to in the first place. Officers looked throughout all the rooms, the closets, places a person could hide, according to the department, but they found no signs of the missing woman. Ruth Lewis said that her daughter's boyfriend found her phone on the rooftop of an abandoned school building behind the 14th Street property, and that he was detained and questioned for hours by the police. On Monday, the California Highway Patrol issued a statewide ebony alert, public notification about missing Black young women and children at the request of the Vallejo police. You know, that even that ebony alert thing, I'm not really too into it, and I'll tell you why real quick. Because every time they hear Amber Alert just means somebody is missing, right? A child, a teenager, whatever. Ebony Alert specifically means a Black girl is missing or a Black person is missing. Most people who don't care because it's a Black person, they won't even pay attention to it. And for that reason, it's like, just keep it at Amber Alert. Now, the FBI has also assisted in the investigation with phone pinging technology. As family members organized an extensive manhunt, Ruth Lewis said that she sat at home distraught, dazed, unable to eat on Tuesday when her husband got a phone call from the Vallejo police. At the request of the police, the couple returned to that same Vallejo residence, which had been taped off as a crime scene, the same house where the 360 app got her to go, where they had searched before. Ruth Lewis said as soon as she got there, she saw the tapes, she collapsed. And the officer told her that they had found her daughter. I could not believe it. All that time we were looking for her, she was right there in that house. Police said in a statement that investigators returned to the 14th Street residence on Tuesday with a warrant to thoroughly search the residence again based on new investigative information. Hollis said that officers found her body in a separate shed that is located behind the single-family house, but it's on the property. Shaw had subleased the shed for his living quarters, Hollis said. There was a hidden, concealed attic area, which wasn't that obvious, so they didn't see it when they first searched. Ruth Lewis said that her daughter was a neat freak, always cleaning when she came to her parents' house in Stockton. So it's impossible to imagine her entering this nasty Vallejo residence willingly. She would have never went inside that house, Ruth said, who is now mourning her daughter alongside a wide network of friends, family, and co-workers from her one stop where Renea Lewis worked as a brand ambassador. Her birthday will be on Monday, and she would have been 29 years old, but she'll never get to see her 29th birthday. Man, listen. all the questions remain. You know, a lot of people are saying that the reason why she ended up there was because she was willing to do something strange for a little bit of change real quick, and it turned out bad for her. I don't want to add insult to injury. I don't want to pour salt in the wound. I'll just say, let's wait to see what more comes out. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about this one. I'll catch you on the next video. I'm out. Peace.